Let's test the Punisher 2099 Synergy changes. Now, I wanted to do this video. I didn't think it worked quite well to put into last night's because otherwise it just make it too long. This video will focus on, first of all, the Thor Synergy, so the one that is the Fury potency. Not to say that it's going to be a huge change, but still to kind of put it in with the Heimdall Synergy and some other stuff and just see if it's like good enough. But I really want to check out the Punisher one. I've got the 4-star version. I don't have the 5-star version. Would love the 5-star version, especially from what it does from a point of the Fury and Bleed ability accuracy for Punisher. That's great, and I'm looking forward to seeing it with a 4-star. But a 5-star, yeah, that's going to be nice. And then Loyal Minister. God, I wish our Prime Minister was loyal. In any case, was it clean hits gain plus 20% attack rate? It's kind of a weird thing to read this kind of stuff. Like clean hits gain a plus 20. What's a clean hit? It's like me saying player account clean. People still say to me, what do you mean by clean? Well, kabam, clean. There you go. Clean hits gain a 20% attack rating if the opponent has a stun, bleed, or fatigue debuff. So that's like saying that, okay, so with the... That's quite good for the Captain America World War II, especially with that bleed effect coming off the SP2. It's a longer time that that's working, so therefore it would be nice to kind of maximize damage. But as Beardo has more of an option, if you could do something where you go, wow, actually, yeah, that could make the SP2 damage is more extensive. That could be very, very spicy. So let's give this a go. Let's go and do the synergy review. Now we're kicking off this with the synergy here. So I've got Heimdall in order to get that Fury buff, because that's the thing. I need a Fury buff in order to get the potency increase. I go for my 4-star version as well. It's the only one that's awakened, and as well I can get that armor break. And basically try to get a... Well, I say like, do I want to get stunned? I don't. Right, okay. Big mistake. Get into that. Get into Intercede. Or get into the thing to get the thing. Which is good. When I tried my 5-star version, which is an unawakened version, I wasn't hitting very high. So it is good to see that with this Fury buff up instantly, which is the permanent one from the synergy from Heimdall, that at least we can get into this. And yeah, I'm seeing some good numbers. You know, now that I've got 2 Fury buffs up, am I seeing better numbers? Possibly. At times there was ones over 1k. This is a 4-star version. It isn't too bad. It does add some extra potency. But is it adding that God tier level potency or Thunder God level potency? It is not. But this is a 4-star version. Would a 565 version do it? Of course. But again, it's specific to you saying, okay, well, there's a Fury buff pop up as we get hit there. That's fine. But it's just raising the point of going up, look, is this showing potency? Yes. Would you need a 5-star version of Thor? Of course you would, to see the level of damage being kind of maximized out. So yeah, good, but I want more. I want more. So let's move on to the next energy, shall we? Okay, here we are with Beardo, Captain America Infinity War himself, and the plan is to build up to that SP2 as we normally do, and then hit in. So now we're kind of ready. We're going to do Doom and Doom. Now, I don't know if I mistimed that particularly well. I think I did actually mistime it to hit through whilst the enemy was stunned. But I don't know what really constitutes a clean hit. Like, is it the point of a special attack? Is a clean hit classified as a basic attack? What is a clean hit? That is going to be the main thing. So let's rebuild up again the kinetic potential. I'm just doing a few little what could be constituted as clean hits. Right, one more. Now, I went as fast as possible. It didn't, this is the thing, I don't know if I see some great jump in damage. Now I've got the Heimdall synergy there. So maybe it's a case that it's as potentially, I don't know, incredible. Like there, just like, is that clean? These are obviously clean hits at the point of like a stun. But timing it is going to be a crucial thing. And as well, like, you know, when is it good to get a stun? When is it not? Okay, so we're close. Right, we're going to parry. Or at least try to. Now I just want to make sure that I am gonna get the potential I need. Boom. I think that was weird. Some misclicks maybe on my behalf. That looked like that was on point, but it didn't seem to crit, which is fine. It's RNG at the end of the day. I'm still trying to find a way to say this synergy works. It doesn't. So we're going to change the game a little bit. We're going to throw some bleeds, because that's going to be the next crucial thing, is how we build up bleeds. So let's just do this. Then let's just hit through a bit with this, which again, clean hits is clean hits. Now the bleed doesn't last very long, which is an issue. Do I see scaling up? I don't know. I don't know what really 25% increase does for a 4-star. Is it a case that we'd see it without? Maybe. It does feel like it's taking a lot longer than normal. Suicide Masteries will ramp up damage in any case. I do think the synergy is good, especially from a 5-star perspective. It does ramp up a little bit for the champ, but it's not a case you're going to see some dramatic improvements from the 4-star, which you've just seen on screen. But still, positive to know that it does at least something good for the Captain America World War II synergy. And as well, if you're looking for a champion to complement Punisher 2099, saying having a Beardo on the team which deals with diss track or maybe some kind of specific nodes, it's good to change up the synergy in order to maximize the battery intake. So yes, there are some real kind of thumbs up there for that champion, but I don't really see the huge damage output improvements by the synergy. Okay, now onto the final synergy, and this one interests me, and I will be using my 4-star version. As I said, I'd love to have a 5-star version to test, but it's just not the case. This is interesting as it's a 25% Fury and Bleed ability accuracy, coupled with having a Night Thrasher synergy in place, which is all about improving the duration of bleed, which is important because that's the thing, you want to see bleed damage. And then Heimdall's in there just to kind of put a instant Fury on, just to kind of like, you know, see what can happen. So that's really what I'm interested with, is seeing the bleed damage potential from OG Punisher. Okay, now we're trying out the Punisher synergy improvements. Now this one will be about like going open wounds. Maybe we create open wounds and try to do some damage with it. Is it SP3 all the way? Those are clear things we need to try out. Now the one thing will be quite important, if you've got like a lower amount of health, that you will be able to do more damage. That's another part of the ability for the champion. So let's just kind of like try and do this as well as possible to kind of show bleeds. So SP3 we're going to put in first. Click up, done, easy. And then from this we're going to try and see if we get that that deep wound. So when this expires, this bleed effect that's on the enemy, we should be able to get that converted over. And I don't know if we can like try to get a second deep wound. So there's an open wound, sorry, not deep wound, an open wound. I don't know, I think there's probably going to be a few people, I wouldn't say loads of people are kind of jumping at the chance to kind of rank 5 a 5-star version. Especially with other champions holding more utility and interest. But still, it's good to see that a 330 can, in what, 200 hits, get down to close to 70% there. So yeah, I get it. The accuracy is good. The amount of time that I'm getting bleed effects come up are more than normal, it seems. And as well, the amount of Fury effects coming up. Look, I'm on 2 Furies. Is it very rare that I go, like now we're down to 1 based on the Heimdall synergy. How quick is that 11% triggering off? There we go, we're back on another one as well. So it's like low percentage now seems higher as a result of that, and we are bleeding a lot more, especially off of the special attacks, which the abilities do allude to. Yeah, but not too bad. Good to see the ticks of damage of the bleed looking quite good as well. And there we go, that's been a little Punisher 2099 video looking at the synergies of his and as well the improvements. I do see some improvements. I do feel that this will be more evident, self-evident from the 5-star version. So if I had a 5-star Punisher 2099, if Punisher, that is, OG Punisher, if I had my 5-star Beardo available, if I had an awakened 5-star Thor, would I be able to take a lot of those into things like Act 6? Do they mean that these champions are going to be now really good for Act 6? Probably not, but definitely if you're looking for options like the accuracy improvements do mean that Punisher could be used for the likes of Diss Track, Could you use the same thing when it comes to like damage output and rate with Beardo? Of course. And the same thing goes with having Punisher 2099 as your lead champion, building up those battery charges, and as well having a team to support that, you know, can deal with different things. Like, you know, you've got this champion, Punisher 2099, dealing with buffer relatively well, as long as you don't have dexterity. You've then got the likes of Beardo being handy against the likes of Distract. The same thing with OG Punisher. And then having a champion that would have Fury boosts or Fury potency with Thor. Yeah, it's a great team, but it's not going to be the god tier synergy team that you're going to go, right, let's take this entire team in. Because you'll look towards your Apocalypses, your Professor X's, your Nick Furies, your Doctor Dooms, etc., your Mr. Fantastics rather than this. But still, it's fun to see an improvement to these champions, even though it's kind of a minor one. It is good to see it. And that's been the video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some content up there. Thanks for supporting, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.